Hello and welcome to Planet Painter. We will extensively explore the rarely seen world of the strange and wonderful creatures that thrive in the natural environment of the Painter Peninsula. We will explore the wild, treacherous grasslands of the northern plains, the ever-expanding cities of the east, the beautiful, wild, untamed forests of the southern areas, and the cold deserts of the west, which are ever threatened by the growing population of humans. Join us as we explore the livelihoods of the beasts that live there, some never before seen on film. This is Planet Painter. Firstly, we travel up to the massive grasslands of the north. Wild and free, these northern grasslands are too treacherous for humans to live in. Many travellers have tried and failed, but the cold northern wind means that only the adapted and evolved creature can thrive in this futile environment. We are searching for an intriguing creature, a small type of small mammal carefully adapted to live in this environment. Wait, look, over there, can you see it? You are now looking at a common lone merrycat. It may be called common, but they are extremely hard to track down and find. You can see that it is a very fast and agile creature. Its daily life consists of finding little spots of food in this wild grassland. This can include such food sources as wild beetles or flies. If the worst comes to the worst, the creature is also an omnivore, so it can also eat grass. The merrycat spends much of its life consuming as much food as possible, as it needs the extensive energy to be able to scurry around and run fast away from predators. Ah, look, it spotted something in the distance. Some sort of predator. The wild merrycat is not at the top of the food chain, so it needs to be constantly aware of any presence of threat or danger. And it's off! Look at that speed! Clearly the merrycat has been spooked by something and it is now running fast away. Whatever it was, it will not be eating merrycat anytime soon. As we travel west, you can see that the landscape changes. Due to the more subtle conditions, humans are able to plant and select ground to use as both plotting vegetation and creating intricate displays of garden culture. Even so, wild beasts still roam this world. This is a red rosy panda. It is a smallish wild bear that lives a calm and peaceful life in the western gardens of the Painter Peninsula. It is a very sociable creature and can be seen here sitting and relaxing in the warm glow of the sun with another red rosy panda. This one a particular subbreed of Ellapore. You can see that they are rather slow and calm and live a gentle life within the grasses and gardens of the human farmlands in the west. These two red rosy pandas are interesting for another reason. The expansion of the eastern cities has meant that the habitable environment and territory of these wonderful creatures has been cut down. They have been forced to adapt and live within the human cities. These two have built a nest in a small corner of the city. It is warm and they are under no threat, but it is a shame that they had to change because of our humanly ways. We move to the warm forests of the south, and as we do, we glimpse an intriguing creature, the slow and simple-minded giant Ed Sloth. This rather large bear-like creature moves slowly through the trees and woodlands of the humid southern forests. It has a large protective area of fat around its body to protect itself from the harsh, blistering and freezing temperatures. You can see that it is also rather slow, and this is so as to preserve as much energy as possible. This is an interesting creature as it is partially nocturnal. It thrives not only during the day, but it also enjoys moving around and feasting on small insects at night. Our night vision cameras have also caught this creature as it's most unseen. You can see it feasting on small bugs in the undergrowth. In this shot, you can see it slowly climbing a tree. But what this warm and lovable creature does best is to fall asleep observing the stars that the unpopulated southern forests and jungles are so well known for. Good night, fella. Of course, the Painter Peninsula is not always quiet at night. The eastern parts are known for its massive city culture. You can see the pollution in the air that the cities create. Even so, creatures have adapted to thrive in this concrete jungle. This is the fast-moving and busybody dormouse. This small rodent makes itself busy by cleaning the human-populated city and secretly helping to make this place slightly more presentable. This is the silent, unsung hero of our cities, and without it, the city would be much more desolate and unclean. After all this busy work, what the dormum likes the most is to sit down in front of a warm fire with a good book. The real superhero of our world.
Tell you in a minute.
And finally, we reach the top of the food chain. The most unseen creature of all, due to the fact that it is on the brink of extinction, with only one left in the natural world. This is Andy. A highly intelligent creature. It lives in the deserts of the cold west and spends most of its time building, planting and growing vegetables. It is the only creature on the Painter Peninsula to grow and eat its own food. We struggle to find this creature, but this is the first time anyone has seen this creature on camera. Using our massive zoom lenses, we are able to see this creature in never-before definition and to secretly observe it. Here we can see the Andy at work. It is an intelligent type of animal, and people are still uncertain of what species it belongs to. The Bigfoot of the Painterlands. This is a quiet creature which enjoys time alone and being among nature. It is also known to roam freely up the Painter Mountains, which it lives quite far away from. Little is known about this creature, and conservationists are hoping that the ever-expanding human city does not disturb the quiet and peaceful nature of this wonder. Well, thank you for watching our documentary. We have thoroughly explored many different types of animals that live and thrive in the Painter Peninsula. We hope you have enjoyed it, and goodbye.
pepper. Shall I stop recording?
That's going in the blooper.
Go.
Okay.
Okay, it's filming.
Is it in focus?
Yeah. Do it again. Oh no, wait, we can't see everything.
That is great. Just do that. Nod your head and smile a little bit, but like, you know, funny smile.